First of all, I apologize to all of you. I am weak in English. I am going to talk about some Tripura silver coins related with Bangladesh, present land of Bangladesh. Before I start the presentation, I must say thank you to all of those who have contributed in this area historically and because of their works. Actually, it has been possible for me to tell something about these coins. I am grateful to late Nicholas Rhodes, S.K. Bose. Special thanks to my mentor, Mohammed Shariful Islam. Thanks to Noman Nasir, Syed Fahmi, Imtiaz Fardur Shubho, Dr. Farhad, Johir Hassan, and thanks to my wife, Naharin Sultan. Slide that. Political map. This line indicates the imaginary boundary as described in Rajmala. And this line marks the border of Tripura from 1490 to 1584 AD, bordered by Sultani Bengal to the west, Meghalaya to the north, Mizoram to the east, and Bay of Bengal to the south. Background. The history of Tripura state is well documented through the historical poem, the Rajmala. Early versions which probably written down during the 16th and 17th centuries. All Tripura coins are in Bengali script, but the language used in Sanskrit. Ratna Manikya, 1386 Shaka, 1464 AD, was the first to strike coins. His coins bear a close resemblance in design and weight standard to the Sultan of Bengal coinage. Apart from the similarity in decorative aspects, the inscribed lineal lion in Ratna Manikya's coin was directly borrowed from the coinage of Sultan Nasiruddin Mahmud, the ruler who probably gave him shelter. As there is no record of coinage before Ratna Manikya's time, it will be fair to presume that he had brought the minting technology from Bengal. The lion insignia symbolizes power. It is also the vehicle of the goddess Durga. The possibility of Ratnas showing gratitude to the Sultan through its presence on the coin could not be wholly ruled out. However, the lion remained a permanent symbol in most of the later coins of this dynasty. The most striking feature of Ratna Manikya's coinage is the name of his queen, Lakkha. On the coin, this became a permanent practice among all successive kings. Now, here you see, top coin is a Bengal Sultan Nasiruddin Mahmud's silver Tanka of lion motif, and bottom one is Tripura King Ratna Manikya's coin. Here we see clearly the lion copied from Bengal Tanka. Ratna Manikya copied the Bengal minting design. Also, we can see here the Tanka of Mahmud Shah, Bengal, dated 1445 AD, and Ratna Manikya copied it 1464 to 89 AD. This coin is another coin of Ratna Manikya. The first issue dated 1386 Shaka, 1464 AD. Here we see clearly the copy from Bengal, also mint name and date, 1386 Shakabdo and Ratnapure. I have said previously, Ratna Manikya mentioned his queen's name in coin. This coin, here I see the Lakkha Mahadevi, Sri Sri Ratna Manikya. The Lakkha is his queen. This coin is also struck in 1386 Shakabda. Now I am start to discuss next ruler Ratna Manikya. The coin is commemorate his Chittagong victory, Shaka 1435 AD 1513. Ratna Manikya was installed in 1412 Shaka 1490 AD. He introduced commemorative coins recording his victories with respective dates. His coin entitled Chittagong Bijoy, victorious over Chittagong. 1435 Shaka were issued after his successive military achievement in 1513 AD. However, his victory over Chittagong was short-lived. The port town was soon taken by the Hussain Shah Sultans of Bengal. This coin, here I can see the legend is Chittagong Bijoy Sri Sri Ratna Manikya Sri Kamala Devi. Kamala Devi is his queen. This coin is lion left and this coin is lion to right. Legend is same and date is 1435 means Shakabda. Now I am discussing another ruler, Dhvaja Manikya. Commemorate a ritual bath at Dhurasara, Shaka 1449 AD 1527. Dhvaja Manikya ascended the throne in 1448 Shaka 1526 AD. Then in 1449 Shaka issued coin entitled Dhurasara 9. Ramanibhavan Sharma, in his book named Political History of Tripura, Putipatra, page number 61, 1987, mentioned that after Dhvaja Manikya's conquest of Bhulua, present Noakhali, and Chittagong, he made a pilgrimage to the spring at Dhurasara, located in present-day Sitakundo in Chittagong district. He performed a holy bath, striking coins to commemorate his event. I have not been able to verify the source neither on location under Sitakundo. It appears very plausible as Sitakundo was a sacred place for Hindus. The famous Chandranath temple is located there, and Tripura Rajmala also states various events of pilgrimage in Chandranath temple. There are a number of waterfalls and trails in Sitakundo, and they are locally known as Choda. So, Dhurasara can be one of the waterfalls where the might have been taken bath. We have to study numismatic and other evidence to come to conclusion. Nowadays, we are getting some Choda waterfall near Sitakundo, like Khoya Choda, Mitha Choda, Napitta Choda, Sonai Choda. So it might be plausible to a Choda was named Dhurasara, mean Dhura Choda, in 15th century. The full legend of this coin, I am clearly read here, Dhurasara Snai Tripura Sri Sri Dhvaja Manikya Padmavati. Padmavati is one of his queen. And this coin date is Shak 1449. Here, Dhvaja Manikya is another commemorative coin of Sonargaon victory. Shaka 1450, 1452, AD 1428, AD 1528 and 1530. Then in 1450, Shaka issued coins entitled Suvarnogram Bijoy after his victory over Sonargaon. Sanskrit is Suvarnogram, one of the principal cities of Bengal near Dhaka. The full legend of this coin is clearly I can read here in Bengali script, but Sanskrit Shubandrogram Bijoy Sri Sri Dhvaja Manikya Sri Padmavati. Also here is his queen name is Padmavati, and the date is Shak, means Shakabda 1450. 2 years later, in 1452 Shaka, A coin with name, same epithet, and the name of the queen Gunavati. Also, another coin is struck with same date, but the name was in Queen Padmavati. The implication is that in 1452, Shaka Dhvaja Manikya married a second queen, and that both queens had equal status. Here we can see the same reverse die is of lion, and obverse die is one of the queen named Padmavati and another is queen named Gunavati. Both coin date is same 1452. Now I am going to discuss a famous ruler of Tripura, Vijay Manikya. He commemorated another ritual bath at Dhvaja Ghata, Shaka 1476 AD 1554. Vijay Manikya ascended the throne in 1454 Shaka AD 1532. He issued coins to commemorate different occasions. In Shaka 1476, he issued coin commemorating his holy bath at Dhvaja Ghata, which is one of the river Brahmaputra near Suvarnagram, means Sonargaon of present day. Here, the legend I can read clearly. Dhvaja Ghata Snai, Sri Vijay Manikya, Dev Sri Saraswati Mahadevu. Here his queen name is Saraswati, and the Shak means Tripura date, Shakabda is 1476. Now, another coin of Vijay Manikya, another commemorative right up to the sea, Shaka 1479, AD 1557. Another such coin was struck in Shaka 1479 AD 1557 with the epithet Pratisindushin right up to the sea, perhaps indicating a military conquest of territory far as the sea, possibly the recapture of Chittagong. The coin full legend here I can see clearly in Bengali script, Pratisindushin Sri Sri Vijay Manikya Dev Lakkha Rani Devu. Here his queen is named Lakkha Rani. Previous queen we saw was Saraswati Devi. Here the coin date is Shak 1479. Now another coin of Vijay Manikya, another commemorative ritual bath at river Lakkha, Shaka 1482, 1560 AD. In Shaka 1482, a coin commemorates a ritual bath at river Lakkha, Shito Lakkha. Now, branch of the Brahmaputra, the pass close to the Sonargaon and Dhaka. It is an interesting, unusual, syncretic representation of Ardhanarishya. See here, the fantastic coin of Tripura presenting Ardhanarishya. Both coin, one is toothed border and one is dotted border. Two different design issued coins by Vijay Manikya. Vijay Manikya commemorate another ritual bath at river Padma, Shaka 1482 AD 1560. It is the last coin of Vijay Manikya. During his reign of also commemorate a ritual bath, this time in river Padma, in Shaka 1485 AD 1563. The iconography of this coin is very interesting, to showing Vishnu seated crosses leg, supported by Guru, a bird, with attendants on either side, all supported by four animals. The form of Garuda is certainly unusual and may be compared with the deity on the coins of Mukut Manikya. A previous ruler, he was after Ratna Manikya, which has been identified with the tribal mother goddess Naumi. On the reverse, there is a Shiva Lingam in a small square. Here we see the 4 animals and 2 attendants here, and Garud, and this is Vishnu. This coin Garud advancing to right, and this coin Garud advancing to left. It is a fantastic coin in whole Tripura coin series. The full legend of this coin: Padmavati Snai Sri Sri Visheshwar Bijoyadev Sri Bagdevi. Here he mentioned Bagdevi. Bagdevi is Baka, but this is Bagdevi Saraswati. Bagdevi Saraswati. Now I am going to discuss another coin of another ruler, Amar Manikya. He commemorates Sylhet victory, Shaka 1503 AD 1581. Amar Manikya was half brother of Vijay Manikya, through a humble mother who managed to ascend the throne after the death of Uda Manikya. According to Rajmala, he had some military success against the kingdom of Tarab and then against Bengal Sultan governor of Sylhet, which is corroborated on the coins in Shaka 1502 AD 1580. Coins were struck with the epithet Digvijoy. In the following year, Shaka 1503, with the more explicit Srihatta Vijay, conqueror of Sylhet. The full legend of this coin is Srihatta Vijay, Sri Sri Judamar Manikya Dev, Sri Sri Amaravati Devi. Here his queen name is Amaravati. The practice of queen name started the first ruler of Ratna Manikya, and it is continuing. This coin is dated Shaka 1503. Thank you to all. Any question?
Before we go to the question session, can I ask you a couple of questions on yourself and your collection? To most of us, these coins will be new. I have seen the later coins, at least I remember the lions, but what you are showing us was so fantastic, in such good quality, and such wonderful coins. I'm wondering, is this a museum collection? Is it your collection? Is it a bit of both? What is it?
Thank you very much. Here I am showing only 2 coins from one of my friends, and another was sold in a foreign auction. Rest of all is in my collection. Thank you.
That is amazing. And of course, it is a very good reason to do so much research on these coins. How is your research structured? Do you go to libraries? Do you go to digs? Do you speak to others who research, or what do you do?
Yes, again, thank you. I am collecting coin from before 25 years. So Tripura was also in my area. I mentioned in one coin Bhulua. Bhulua now in Noakhali. Bhulua is an ancient state neighboring Tripura. So I am very much interested to collect those coins. Are used by my grandfathers, and our region.
Shamsuddin ভাই, প্রশ্নটা হচ্ছে যে ওখানে আপনি কি কোনো লাইব্রেরিতে গিয়ে পড়াশোনা করেন, না আপনি কারোর সাথে কনসাল্ট করেন? এইটা উনি জানতে চান, আমরা জানতে চাচ্ছি আসলে।
আচ্ছা, কিভাবে ওইটা আমি শুরু করছি এটাই আছে
আপনার জানার জন্য। জি।
I am trying to read book. The best book is Tripura, Nicholas Rhodes and S.K. Bose written. It is the best book for Tripura. Though Rajmala is a Tripura historical book, but there is a myth maximum myth than reality.
Right. Okay. There are a couple of questions in the chat. If you wish, I can read them to you, or you can read them yourself.
ওখানে নিচে চ্যাট অপশন আছে, আপনি চ্যাট অপশন থেকে পড়েও প্রশ্নের আনসার দিতে পারেন, অথবা আপনাকে প্রশ্নগুলো আমরা বলতে পারি। যেমন শাশ্বত কিছু প্রশ্ন করেছে। শাশ্বতের একটা প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে, শামসুদ্দিন ভাই আমি বলছি, একটা প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে আপনার কাছে কি ত্রিপুরারও ফ্র্যাকশন কয়েন আছে?
Fraction, I have only one fraction coin, Indra Manikya. This one is extremely rare. Actually, I like Tanka coin, so I avoid fraction coins. But Indra Manikya, only one coin I have. This coin I don't have Tanka, so I collect quarter Tanka. Okay.
আরো কিছু প্রশ্ন ছিল, প্রশ্নগুলো আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। I cannot see other questions. Shashwat, do you have any question? If you just ask questions.
Let me just do that. So one question we have from Peter is that, does the lion occur in nature this far south?
Sorry?
Peter, would you like to ask your question live?
Please repeat.
Certainly. My question is, there are many lions on these coins, pictures of lions. And especially if you look at the claws, they don't always look very natural. So I'm wondering, the artist who made these coins, has he seen real lions? Were there lions in nature at this time, in this place, or did he maybe where he worked for pictures?
শামসুদ্দিন ভাই, যে প্রশ্নটা উনি করছেন সেটা ওই আমাদের সেই পুরাতন প্রশ্নটা হচ্ছে যে লায়নটা ওখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে, সে লায়নটা তো খুব একটা স্বাভাবিক ন্যাচারাল লায়নের মতো না। আমরা যে প্রশ্ন নিয়ে আগে আলোচনা করেছি, তো সেই বিষয়টা উনি জানতে চাচ্ছেন যে আগে কি লায়ন ওরকমই ছিল, নাকি পরবর্তীতে লায়নটা ওখানকার ডিজাইনের কারণে এটা হয়েছে।
Actually, first coin issued by Ratna Manikya copied lion from Bengal Sultan Shamsuddin Mohammed. Though Ratna Manikya's lion was very fantastic liner, and then some coin of first issue of Dhvaja Manikya was same, but later it changed. But what reason we cannot know. I am not sure. Maybe die engraver.
Yeah, I have an explanation. If you on my end, actually my internet is very problematic, but if you can hear me, I think they did not see lion in that part because there was no lion in Tripura. So probably there was some kind of imaginary depiction of lion. Somebody advised them what the lion looks like, or they have some other species like dogs and other things. So probably they would have copied from other species of similar animals without seeing the real lion. So that actually got the shape like that. That is my personal explanation. I'm not sure, not based on any research.
I think you have a point, but I have seen lion in Asian art that were not nature-like, but they were there. They were popular, apparently. So I was wondering if this was in the same tradition of the lion being popular but not seen in nature by the artist. And I think that you two have just confirmed that suspicion, and I thank you very much. There are two more questions left if you have the time. One is about the queens named, and maybe on one coin, on one slide, you had 2 queens named in the same year. Does that mean harems, or does it mean something else? And also, did these queens have a special position in the sense that they were maybe even participating in government?
It is not sure. Maybe here we see both coin dated 1452, Padmavati and Gunavati. It might be one coin was 1452, first 3 or 4 or 6 or 7 or 8 months. Next he married another queen named Gunavati, also dated 1452. Same year, one queen might be died or divorced. So 2 queen is same year is usual.
Yes, indeed. The last question I got in is from Abhijit Biswas, who says, is there any quarter denomination of Dhvaja Manikya?
Thank you. I don't see any quarter Tanka of Dhvaja Manikya. Only full Tanka I have seen.
Right. Okay, well, I would like to thank you very much for your contribution. I would actually thank you also for speaking in English, because I would not have been able to follow you in another language. Mohammed Islam has helped you quite a lot with that. This is absolutely wonderful. You're not the first non-English speaker who visits us. I'm also not a native English speaker, but I do appreciate the difficulties you have, and I think you did it wonderfully. Thank you again, and we're going to our second speaker, who is ready